Hey guys, Danimation here, and since it's October, which obviously is the month of Halloween, and since horror has been the biggest thing on this channel pretty much since the beginning, you're probably expecting like a lot of Halloween stuff, like a lot more fanverse movies to be coming out. Sorry to disappoint, but I've been really busy, so it's possible you will, but I doubt you're gonna see a new fanverse movie this October. Now, does that mean I'm giving up on the fanverse? No frickin' way. This little horror movie universe this thing's my baby, and I will probably continue to work on it until YouTube probably just demonetizes my channel at this point. So, pretty much, hell, even if my channel never makes any money, I will still be making these, because I don't make these for money. Now, just because there's not going to be a new one coming out this October, and even though October is like the most marketable time for horror, so, and me being a massive horror, well, not massive, but known mainly for horror, yeah, it does seem like, kind of seem like I missed out by not getting some work done in October, so I'm really sorry for that. But I thought, how about I announce my plans for what I've got coming up in probably the next 2 to 3 years. So, this is the plans for future Danimation Fanverse horror movies. Hope you enjoy. Let's start by beating a dead horse, shall we? Yeah, I know that whole Left Forgotten's never gonna come out has been a bit of a meme in our community, but I swear to God, it is coming out. I am working on it. So, just let me tell you, just putting a bunch of comments on every single video asking when is Left Forgotten gonna come out isn't really gonna get you an answer any faster. When I know, I will tell you, or when I know, you'll probably know because it will probably be released. But yeah, Season 1 of Left Forgotten is being worked on. I'm still getting the things I need. So, please, can we put the meme to rest? It is gonna come out. I'm probably... Okay, you're most likely gonna get either a late 2022 or an early 2023 release date. Okay? Now the meme can be put to rest. Now, let's get into some stuff that hasn't been announced yet. A classic horror game franchise, Silent Hill, is coming to the fanverse. Yep. So, yeah. And to avoid another Silent Hill, like 2005 movie situation, I've gone over all the Silent Hill games, and I've decided to base this story on Silent Hill 2, which is considered by many, including myself, to be the best Silent Hill. So, yeah, this is going to be an adaptation of Silent Hill 2. So, I can say 100% certainty Pyramid Head is going to be in this movie. He will be the main villain. Less likely, but still a very big possibility, are the nurse monsters, and probably a little more likely than them are the mannequins, but in terms of monsters, that's probably going to be it. The whole cult situation of the other Silent Hill games, that's probably going to be, like, referenced, but never actually going to be the big story of this Silent Hill. Because I'm basing it on Silent Hill 2, so this is like Nightmare on Elm Street, how the dream world kind of came about. Like, this is a similar kind of magic, only, like, much darker and, like, much more twisted, because it's coming up with these monsters. So, yeah, Silent Hill is coming to the fanverse. I know it's not really one that people have wanted or people have seen coming, but I think it's one of those things where if you think about it, this could probably fit. And I don't know why people haven't seen this coming, because with, like, Left Forgotten being announced and the Among Us miniseries, that the final 2 episodes are probably going to come out this year. Hopefully, we've still got a few more months of this year, and the episodes, I try to space them out at least 3 weeks to a month in between episodes of this miniseries, because I think I can cram at least 1 or 2 films in between that. Like, with the Among Us miniseries, I try to cram, like, 2 or 3 films in between it. So, yeah. But anyway, and with duck season also coming out, horror games have been established in this universe. They're fair game. So I honestly don't know why no one has anticipated Silent Hill. But yeah, Silent Hill is going to be coming out into the fanverse. Most likely around the same time as Left Forgotten. So I hope you're excited, because this is probably the one I'm most excited to do. So yeah, hope you're excited for Silent Hill to be joining the fanverse. You may remember that back in June I teased the possibility of the Indominus Rex. Well, that tease is probably going to pay off. Next to Silent Hill, Jurassic Park is probably the franchise I'm most excited about doing. What's that? Not horror, you say? Shut up, will ya? It's got horror elements, so it's fair game. So, yeah, as I've always said, anything that... It doesn't even have to be, like, mainly horror. If it has elements of horror, it's completely fair game. So, yeah, Jurassic Park is going to be coming out. Now, for the first Jurassic Park, it's obviously going to be based on the first movie, so you probably won't see the Indominus in that one. But, on the chance I do a sequel, the Indominus will probably be in that. And even in the first Jurassic Park, the Indominus will probably be heavily referenced. Similar to like what they said they were going to do with the Joker in the Gotham series. That every now and again, there would be like heavily referenced for a bigger villain showing up in the sequel. But yeah, Jurassic Park is something that it could be a big story, but still isolated from the other stories. So, we pretty much... Our Jurassic Park, or my Jurassic Park, is pretty much going to be Friday the 13th with dinosaurs, but having some of the sci-fi elements that have made Jurassic Park so popular. So, yeah, I'm going to try... I know Jurassic Park is, like, one of the biggest franchises in the world, so that's why when I adapt it to the fanverse, I want to treat it with respect while bringing in elements that have made the fanverse so popular. So, yeah. Jurassic Park, I know, similar to Silent Hill, probably not something that a lot of people would see coming. If you haven't seen the tease, you probably wouldn't have seen this coming. But, yeah, Jurassic Park, next to Silent Hill, is probably the franchise I'm most excited about. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that the Universal Monsters are coming to the fanverse, considering that Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and Phantom of the Opera have already gotten their fanverse movies. But, yeah, I am pretty much doing all of them. So, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, The Mummy, The Wolfman, and Bride of Frankenstein, they're all going to be coming out as well. So, I'm going to be... try and do what I've done with the others. Like, kind of pull inspiration from the original black and white movies, bring in some things that have happened in the more recent movies, and even some ideas from, like, some of the books that some of these movies were based on. Mix that all together, put in a little bit of that whole, like, stuff that's made the fanverse popular, and pretty much just come up with pretty much the best, Universal Monsters story that I can come up with. And some of those have had because the Universal Monsters have had varying degrees of success. Like, The Invisible Man has done really well. Phantom of the Opera did pretty average. What shocked me was the least successful of the three Universal Monsters I've done so far was Frankenstein. So, yeah, that honestly really shocked me, but anyway. I'm going to keep trying with the Universal Monsters until they're all in the fanverse, they're all out of the way, and if at some point I do some big crossover event, I have them if I need them. Sam Raimi's masterpiece trilogy before Spider-Man, The Evil Dead. So for this, I kind of want to give it the whole Halloween 2018 treatment, where I don't really ignore them, but the actual, like, young Ash, like, cabin in the woods, surviving against the Deadites thing of the original Evil Dead movies is not gonna be in these. I kind of want to focus on old Ash from Ash vs. Evil Dead, so pretty much all this has kind of happened. So this won't be actually a direct sequel to Army of Darkness, but we'll kind of retell those events in like some kind of like flip book, kind of like flashback something. So this is still different. It's still a different timeline, but yeah, it's pretty much, you could swap out the actual movies for this one. So I just wanted to reference the other movies. So for Evil Dead, will probably be one of the most original stories that I've told with these characters. This is one I've been planning since Phase 1. Hatchet. Yeah, this is probably one of the goriest horror movies ever. But obviously for YouTube, I'm going to be toning down the gore and kind of just making it like another Jason clone, but adding in some other stuff. So pretty much I just really want to bring Hatchet into this, because Hatchet has been kicking around in my brain since like Phase 1 has started getting off the ground. Like Victor Crowley was meant to be like in with like Leatherface and Chucky. That didn't end up working out. So just for a long time, Victor Crowley's been like in the back of my mind, like, hey, when are you gonna do Hatchet? When are you gonna do Hatchet? I haven't found the money to get the figure yet, so that's pretty much the reason all this stuff hasn't come out yet, especially Left Forgotten. But like, this has been holding Left Forgotten back the most, but I think for the film it's been holding back the second most is probably Hatchet. But yeah, Hatchet is something I really want to do. I don't think there's anything that can be said for Hatchet that can't also be said about My Bloody Valentine. This is a cult classic slasher movie that's been kicking around since the 80s. And honestly, like, since Phase 1, this has also been a film I've really wanted to do. But yes, the same thing that's been holding Left Forgotten and Hatchet back has also been holding back My Bloody Valentine. But yeah, this is also something I really want to do, because this is, I think, an underappreciated gem in the horror genre. So honestly, yeah, this is a film I really want to do. Candyman has always been something that's been kicking around in the back of my brain, like something that has just been missing. That now I've done Pinhead, I've kind of like completed like the big kind of 7 like slasher icons, and I think, like, because I've done Jason, Freddy, Michael, Leatherface, Chucky, Ghostface, and Pinhead, I feel like that Candyman is missing from that group. And honestly, yeah, this is a story I really want to do, because Candyman has always been one of the most political horror movies ever. It's dark, but it has like a political message, and that's honestly something I kind of want to promote. I kind of want to promote the like really, really good political message that comes with this movie. So that's why Candyman has always been a film I've wanted to do. I'm not going to say it a fifth time. I'm not going to say it the fifth time. You're not going to make me do it. Bet you didn't see this one coming, did ya? Yeah, like, after all this really serious stuff, I kind of want to get into some comedic horror. Like, I've tried that with Chucky, and it was really fun. So, and I've done, like, pretty much a slasher film for pretty much every holiday at this point. I've done Friday the 13th, I've done Halloween, and, like, I've done summer with Texas Chainsaw and all that. Thanksgiving, like, I'm probably not going to do Thanksgiving, because, come on, even for me, that's stupid. I mean, one day I might do it. I mean, never say never. Like, as long as it's horror, it's fair game. But Jack Frost is actually the Christmas horror film I want to do. Because, Black Christmas and, Silent Night, Deadly Night, they're probably the Christmas films that most, like, fan film horror franchises would do. I kind of want to separate myself from that and kind of be different. So I kind of want to do Jack Frost, because, yeah, this movie is bad, but it's bad in, like, a fun way that I've always loved about it. Because, I mean, they're slasher movies. Slasher movies tend to be bad. I mean, when they first come out, they're like, oh my god, what did I just watch? And then, but those films live on in, like, their 20th anniversary, their 30th anniversary, and all that. So that's kind of something I've wanted to do, and I really want to challenge, so I kind of want to challenge. I want to take this movie and almost try and make a good movie out of a crap movie. Similar to Jack Frost, I honestly never thought I would do Leprechaun, but now that I think about it, this might actually be pretty good. Or like, I might actually have a few ideas of how to make Leprechaun work. Because, honestly, I made Chucky work. I made him scary and funny, so... And, like, I had him really scary in the first movie, and then I had him be funny and scary in the second one. So that's kind of something I want to do for Leprechaun. And honestly, because Leprechaun is an iconic movie, it's an iconic horror comedy, that, honestly, similar to Jack Frost, I kind of want to take this, some would say, crappy movie and try and put it into this kind of serious world and see what comes of it. And honestly, yeah, I do kind of really want to do this one. I'm not doing Jeepers Creepers. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. Like, I'm putting this up here to kind of, because I have, like, this lingering feeling in the back of my head that some people are going to want Jeepers Creepers from me. And a lot of people probably know this, but the guy who made the Jeepers Creepers films, he is a convicted child molester. But that's not suspected, he is convicted. So I really don't want to promote this guy's work. I hope you understand this, but like I said anything horror is on the table except Jeepers Creepers. Because of what this creator did. I don't want to promote this guy's work, and I don't want his work to be associated with mine. So I'm sorry. I know Jeepers Creepers is a popular horror franchise. I know a lot of people like it, but I'm sorry. I just really don't want to do it. So please do not ask me to do it, because a lot of requests I get I try to listen to. Like, a lot of stuff I want to, like, answer people's requests, but also do stuff that people don't expect. I'm sorry, but if you request Jeepers Creepers, all you will get is a serious no. Jeepers Creepers will never be in the fanverse. I hope you understand this. I just don't want to promote this guy's work. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're excited about the films that are being announced, and these aren't all of them. This is just, like, what's planned for, like, the original stuff, like the first movie. A lot of sequels are being planned as well, like Halloween 3, Chucky 3, maybe even Hellraiser 2. But yeah, yeah, this is the plans for 2022 up until, I think, at least 2025 or 2026. By then, you will more than likely see all these movies, and Left Forgotten will, I think, at least be in Season 2 by 2026. It will probably be at least in Season 2. Maybe even, like, near at the end of Season 3. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and about the Jeepers Creepers thing, thank you for understanding. Anyway, I've been Danimation, goodbye.